This game, man.
Good afternoon, everybody. Keith Whitman here in Whitehouse, Texas. We are finishing up the end of an exciting JV game before we get started with our next game for the varsity Lady Cats of Whitehouse and the visiting Lady Panthers of Lufkin. But this one right here is a good one. As you can see, 13 seconds left, and the Lufkin Lady Panthers of the JV is coming down to the wire. So we figured out we would just show it to you since we're about to start the second one. Jeremy Titsworth is with me, and we got Rob on the camera. And so we're not going to talk. We're just going to let it roll.
Such an intense game.
I mean, we may just say, hey, this is an intense game, but because we don't know any of the players, we don't have rosters or anything like that, but we've been watching this game since about the second quarter is about when we got here. Actually, I think right in the middle of the first is when we walked in, and it was – since then, it has been back and forth, and this is just a phenomenal.
I'm about to say, I know it's low scoring, but don't let that fool you because it's definitely been hard fought back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Defensive battle after defensive battle, especially down in the paint. They're not letting any easy buckets.
But we will be.
I hope that's a idea of how our game is going to go, though. They're letting them play, especially down in right under the bucket. I mean, I like that. I like to see. I don't want every ticky-tack foul called because it's like any other sport. There's a foul on every play.
Right? So they're going to get back out there, and we're going to just let them play because, again, we don't know what's going on. I mean, we don't know who, what, when, where, and how. So.
That miss, though, Whitehouse still has a chance now.
Fans are crazy just for, and even our camera guy was like, man, this is pretty intense for a JV game, and it is. And here we go. It's going to go out of bounds, and Whitehouse will have it. 6 seconds left. Again, if you're just joining us, we are finishing up the end of the JV game right before the girls varsity game. It is a good one here with 6 seconds left, and we don't have a video of it, but the Lady Cats are driving down. Rob, our camera guy, I guess, is just having a break here. He didn't know we were going to do this. This is my fault, but we're going to tell you what's going on. And the Panthers are going to,
I think they're going to end up securing
they're going to jump ball. Yeah, I think they're going to get this game on this because
that was a hard pass in the corner over there from Whitehouse.
And I think it's going to be a, well, no, it's a jump ball. They're going to take it out.
They're going to foul it over.
Oh, did they foul?
Yeah, foul shots. But with 6 seconds left, they had the possession. Whitehouse did, and just threw a hard pass in the corner, and she couldn't handle it.
Well, they got down to 1.6 seconds, so that's what we have left now.
Yep.
So it's pretty much, excuse me, all over but the buzzer, and that free throw misses. Again, if you are now joining us, I'm seeing a few people coming on, and we appreciate you doing that. We are finishing the JV game right now. So no, you did not miss a game. This is the JV finishing, and that's just sunk in. And then once this is done, we'll start talking, and that's going to be the ball game for the JV. And a little bit of a barn burner there.
Goodness, man.
But, I mean, again, like you said, I hope it's a little bit for things to come for what we have coming up in our next game.
I was going to say, I like the intensity, though, too, because That's JV, and it was that tense. I hope this varsity game is going to be the same way. We had a great game last week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Just to follow it up right now with hopefully another 2 games tonight.
Well, we're about to start the game here in about 9 minutes. As you can see, it's counting down. 9 minutes until, or a little less than 9 minutes until game time. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good game. We got the 11-3. We're going to talk about it a little bit while we're here. We got the 11-3 Lufkin Lady Panthers coming into this ball game, and then we got the 19-0 Lady Wildcats of Whitehouse. And I did a game last week for the Lady Wildcats. We were here when they played Marshall, and they just tore it up. They won 89-20 last week versus Marshall, and just were dominating that entire game. Taylor Morris was one of the top scorers. I believe she got 21 that game, and they just dominated that entire game against Marshall. They've continuously dominated, averaging about 54 points a game. Lufkin is averaging 53 points a game. So both of these teams, solid teams, and I think this is going to be a good game for tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, too. And as I was looking through the schedules earlier, I mean, even Lufkin with their few losses, they've been close games. I mean, that's been the biggest key for them is obviously just coming away with some of those wins there. But, I mean, both teams can score. We're going to see some defense. We'll see how it shakes. I mean, that's the only thing I can say is. But that's why, if that gives you any identity of how this game is going to be with the intensity of how JV was between these two schools,
yeah,
its varsity game is going to be through the roof.
And the crowds are coming in. I mean, if the parking lot is any indication as well,
yeah,
it was hard to get in here, so the crowd is going to be piling in, I believe. But even looking, like you said, looking at these two schedules, Tyler Legacy was one of the losses for Lufkin. They lost 56-36, but it was the first game of the season for them. You can't really count them out for that one. They won to Jacksonville. That's their only district win. Both of these teams are 1-0 in district. And so Marshall, again, was the win for the Lady Cats for Whitehouse. And then Broadus was one of the other losses, and Deer Park was another loss.
In a tournament.
Yeah. And so, that was one of the tournament games. And so, really and truly, this Lufkin team, I think, and we're going to see it on both sides, but this Lufkin team is going to bring speed and a little bit of height. Looking down there, they're a little bit bigger than what I believe Whitehouse is used to. So the Lady Cats are going to have to buckle down. They're going to be able to get in there, but they can. They have a great ability to do that. They have India Williams, who's a solid player. She can get down there underneath. She can make her presence known. You've watched her before. I believe she's a Brook Hill transfer over here.
Yes.
And so she can get that in there as well. But another one is also Chloe Allen. She can also get down there. And one thing to look at on both of these teams is the age difference. You were looking at that earlier. There's 2 seniors on this Whitehouse team. That's it. The majority of this team are freshman players.
That's going to bode well for the future, but obviously you want that right now play to carry on. But, talk about India Williams. She's definitely a spark plug player because you talk about outside shots falling for this team, and if there's not anything falling, you need somebody that's going to take over a game and drive it in.
Right.
And with them having the size down low, speaking of Lufkin, I believe she could be that player for them that can do that.
Yeah, and 8 of 12 players for the Lady Panthers are seniors on that team. So they're senior top heavy, and the Whitehouse are freshman top heavy. So that's a little bit kind of throwing their weight around on that. But anyway, hey, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break before we come back. It's going to be a little under 5 minutes, or a little under 6 minutes before we come back. But we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, probably going to have the anthems and lineups and all that fun stuff and get this thing started. But you're watching Tuesday Night Basketball on NETSN. Don't go away.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back here at CL Nick's Gymnasium in Whitehouse, Wildcat Arena on the campus of Whitehouse High School. And this wasn't the Whitehouse High School I graduated from way back in the 1900s. Mine doesn't exist anymore.
You're old, 1900?
I know. But mine doesn't exist anymore. They tore it down and did other stuff over there, but I'm a proud class of 97.
You probably have seen a lot of changes in Whitehouse.
A lot of changes. I actually worked here for about 6 years maybe.
Okay.
And so did a lot of work in this gym, especially on work the table and all that kind of fun stuff. So good history here in Whitehouse when it comes to basketball, and especially the namesake of the gym, CL Nicks. 1978 boys basketball state champs team, coached by CL Nicks.
36-1. I was looking at that earlier. I was like, man, who was that one team?
Yeah.
I'd be so mad. Who was that one team?
And I wonder what the score was on that. I need to find that out. I need to look that up and find that out. I'm going to find that out, figure that out. But we are glad that you're with us. And if you're watching, go ahead, like and subscribe. That way you don't miss a minute of action. We got a lot of Whitehouse basketball coming up this season. Going to bring you the best action on TV that you can watch. And we are excited. And Coach Leggett is a good basketball coach for the Whitehouse Lady Cats. We got to talk to her last week. And she's just excited about the young team that's here, but about the effort that they've been putting up this season.
Well, to say, it's one thing to be young, but to produce, that's a big key. And producing at an early age, that's another thing, too, because the future looks bright. If you're already getting production out of freshmen now, imagine when they're seniors.
Right, and the heart that they put out, watching them last week in the first game I saw them, they didn't get, even though, they were up, they didn't stop. They played the entire game the same from the beginning as they did to the end.
That's what you like to see.
And that's what you like to see. They didn't, and they didn't crush them. They didn't, put their foot on their throat type of thing. It wasn't like a slap down, but it was just a solid basketball game from start to finish, and that's what you like to see in this type of situation. And so I think that for you watching, go ahead.
I was going to say, for me, I would have enjoyed it too, because I hate it when teams get up or they get a lead and they start playing the most boring basketball in high school that you could ever see.
Right, yeah, you don't like to see that.
Just pass it around and pass it around.
Yeah, you don't want to see the stall game, and you don't want to see that kind of stuff, because then it just becomes, boring toss.
Yes.
Like you're just tossing the ball around.
Still a big advocate for that shot clock.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Well, hey, we're going to go to the floor. They're going to do the starters and the national anthem, and we'll be back after all the festivities, because, trust me, they're going to do some cool stuff. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Enjoy the show.
Let's meet the starters for both teams first. The Lufkin Lady Nephews, who come into tonight's contest with senior guard number 0, Jasmine O'Neal. Senior guard number 5, Mallory Bennett. At the forward, junior number 11, Kayla Rogers. Senior forward number 12, Anaya Smallwood. And the forward, junior number 23, Ryan Davis. The little package is coached by Cassie Jones, Amber Carter, and head coach, Sunil Lamb.
Well, that was fun. That was fun. They do that every time for the girls. I don't know what they do for the guys yet. I haven't done a guys game yet, but that's par for the course for the girls game. And we're about to get things started up. It's India Williams, and it looks like Mariah Mays are set to tip off at center court. We're excited that you're with us. I hope that you're going to enjoy this game. We know we are, and here we go. We're off. Whitehouse has the first possession of the ball game. And Whitehouse very good at passing the ball at the top and finding that open man underneath. They do a very good job of moving it around. That's going to be a two-point shot off the top of the rim. And Franklin Jackson unable to make anything happen. And here come the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I thought India was about to get that offensive rebound. Just went right off her fingertips.
Mallory Pinner underneath and unable to get that shot is number 11, Kayla Rogers. Tries to put it up. And now Taylor Morris doing what she does best, directing traffic.
Yeah, I really like the ball movement by Whitehouse.
Yeah. Good defense by the Lady Panthers, though. A little bit of aggressiveness, and you like to see that. Taylor Moore makes a good pass to the outside and just not got the shots off. But one thing about the Lady Wildcats is they have the ability to rebound. They go to the basket after they shoot. And that is something you really don't see these days when it comes to basketball.
No, not really. And the second chance opportunities, they've got a bunch so far.
Mariah Mays loses the ball trying to go down the court, and that's Taylor Morris with 2. And the Lady Cats off to the lead here early in the ball game with 6:25 left in the first quarter. Lady Panthers down on their side, trying to close things up a little bit. Slow it up. Maneuvering the ball around, good defense, and a possible steal. Going for the ball, I think it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be the Lady Panthers who will have it. If it is, they'll take possession.
Very active hands by that Whitehouse defense.
Oh, yeah. Both teams playing very heavy-handed on the defensive side, and the referees letting them do so, which is, again, what we saw last week in our Longview Martins Mill game. And what I've seen all the time, and a good steal by the Lady Cats, and they'll bring it down as Taylor Morris has the ball. 3-point shot. That's going to be missed, but Maz McDonald unable to do anything with that shot. Passes it underneath. And there's Morris again with the 3 and 1, and a foul's going to be there. But a 3-pointer, and that foul's, I believe, going to be on number 0.
Yes.
And that's going to be Jaslyn O'Neal's first, and it's going to be the first team foul.
I know Coach didn't like that, though, but you got to give her a place to land. Shooters can't just go up and you stand right underneath them.
Yeah. And so Taylor Morris is going to shoot a free throw and miss it, which is unusual, but she does. Mariah Mays gets the rebound, finds an open man underneath. That's going to be number 5, Mallory Pinner with the 2, and the Lady Panthers on the board. Good little fast break action. A good way to see that player there by Mariah Mays and to get the score.
It was a great down court pass.
India tries to just force it in and had a couple of hands on her on the ball, I believe, before she could get it up. And here come the Lady Panthers. Mays just deciding to take it all the way, and it's going to be a charge. An offensive foul, no score. Mays gets her first. It'll be the second team foul.
Yeah, she was trying to go in a little, I guess, out of control, but it was very, very heavy down there.
Yeah, I couldn't see who she hit. I think it was Taylor.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was definitely Taylor Morris on that. She had her feet already set, and she just drove right through her.
I think Taylor was there for about 3 days before
at least
Mariah got there and did a good job. Underneath, that's going to be Maz on the shot. And I believe that's going to go out of bounds on the Lady Cats. Got some new incomers coming in. Chloe Allen for the Lady Cats. Got Chastity McKelvey coming in for the Lady Panthers. So Chloe Armstead is going to bring it down and start things off. And a good block by India Williams. She's going to bring it down hard, trying to find somebody. And she finds Morris. Morris gets it wide open. That was McDonald. And a double dribble. I don't know who that was on. I think that was on, was that one on Morris?
It was on Morris.
Yeah.
She tried to do a little teardrop, but I think she was a little indecisive in the beginning of it.
And the press is now on by the Lady Cats. And Chloe Allen is sticking strictly to Kayla Rogers as bad as she can, and a good job by Akira Smallwood. She puts 2 up.
The other Smallwood.
The other one, there's 2 of them. And Morris has it. And the Lady Cats, again, missing that pass is Maz McDonald. Usually she's a little bit more sure-handed than that.
Yeah, I don't think she anticipated her throwing that because it was like up above her head, and she wasn't even looking at her.
And Lufkin's going to take their first timeout of the ball game. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And so Coach decided he saw something I guess he didn't like and wanted to bring, or at least he saw something maybe he could maneuver and take advantage of.
There you go. Yep.
But as you can see, Jeremy, just in this first part of the first quarter, the fast breaks, the competitiveness, the strength of both of these teams, it's going to be one heck of a game going through here.
I think so too. It's just going to see who makes adjustments and gets their players in the right position.
So that's going to be the end of the timeout. Five to 4 your score, as you can see. And here come the Lady Panthers. Got that man-to-man defense for the Lady Cats. Going to see how it works. Three-point shot's going to be off. And once again, a good rebound. That's by Katie, Selena Katie. She's going to bring it down after the rebound. McDonald has it. Good pass out. India is comfortable at the top of the key, but that's not her place.
Now she's not afraid to shoot it. I'll tell you that much.
And Morris is going to drive it in, but nobody's there to back her up. And usually the Lady Cats go underneath and find her. I think Morris wanted a foul on that, but again, these referees are really, they're letting them play, which I like to see.
They're not calling much, and I think she was kind of hit on the wrist a little bit, but they're not going to call that tonight.
Chloe Allen just on the ball. She is just all up in the face.
Suffocating right there.
Wow. She is not letting Kayla Rogers do much of anything with that ball when she brings it down. And I mean the comment of sticking to her like glue is she's taking it literally.
Yeah.
And so we have another, I guess that's a turnover.
The offensive foul there.
Is it an off? Oh.
I didn't see what and where.
Wait, I didn't see him tell it. No, it's not a foul.
Maybe a turnover?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I think it was a turnover of some sort, or she double dribbled or something. He didn't make. All I saw him do was point. So I'm not sure what he did, but we're going to just continue. India has the ball, tried to make it to where she could shoot a three. And a little bit high on the toss. And Lady Panthers has it. Takes it down. That was number 2. Cameron Williams with the 2. And the Lady Panthers have the lead with 2 minutes 12 left in the first quarter. Morris with the ball. Whistle blows. That's going to be on
0.
On number 0. That's going to be on Jaslyn O'Neal, her third team foul here in the ball game.
She just checked back in too. That was a quick second.
Yeah, she got right on it, and now she's back out. So Franklin Jackson had the ball, passed it off to Katie. Now she has it back. We'll see what happens here. The student section for the Wildcats slowly filling up. Three-pointer, Taylor Morris.
I think we all could have seen that coming. India Williams had a nice screen there.
Put that one in there. Another 3 put up. That was by number 3, Chloe Armstead. Little short on it, and good rebound by the Lady Cats. And India trying to tell people where to go. Not a lot of movement this game. They're not moving in and out of the lane like they did last game, so I'm wondering what the miscommunication is.
I think she was a little frustrated there, but there was no movement on offense. Nobody moving around.
So another pass off the hands of one of the Lady Cats. But they're going to say it's out of bounds on Lufkin. So the Whitehouse will have the ball. India with the pass in. Katie, gets her arm yanked out. Surprised there wasn't a foul on that one.
Yeah, they're not calling much reach-ins.
No, they're not calling much of anything right now. And that you got to be kind of careful for, because somebody's going to get hurt or tempers are going to fly.
I was going to say, you can't let it get out of control yet.
Yeah.
Stay within a certain spot, a little happy spot.
Yeah.
Foul or no foul.
India has it. India's getting pushed around, but she's a fighter. That's going to be a three-point shot. And off the mark. And a rebound by Lufkin. Rogers bringing it down. Trying to find an opening. And even the Lufkin coach is like, move through. We understand that. 6 seconds left. Trying to make that one final shot. And a good pass underneath. No call, no shot. And that's the end of one. Wow. So for these two teams that are high-score teams, we have a little bit of a low score here in the first quarter. And we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back to start the second quarter here in Whitehouse. Lady Cats have possession here. And trying to figure out how they're going to get underneath. The Lufkin defense is doing a very good job of controlling and keeping them on the outside of the key.
Yeah, and they're wanting them to take those jump shots that Whitehouse has been settling for. That's probably why we have such a low score game.
There's a shot by Franklin Jackson with a three-pointer.
But, I mean, if you'll be much obliged to make them, sure.
Oh, yeah, if you're going to let them do it. And you can make them. There's a shot. That's a three-pointer. And it looks like Malaya Holmes says, if you can do that, I can do it better, and puts one in for the Lufkin Lady Panthers.
We keep this up, I'm going to need an umbrella. It's going to be raining threes in here.
Pass underneath, and now that's what you got to be worried about. And just like that, Malaya Holmes gets her first team foul of the second period. And that was on Taylor Morris, kind of got hit in the back there. And I wonder if they're going to tighten it up a little bit. I wonder if they use the first quarter to kind of
see how these teams are
going to play. The teams are going to play, and maybe they're going to just get it going. Taylor not doing very well in this ball game as she has done before, just a tad off, and she may just be warming up. She's very, very good and waiting for her to explode, but when she does, look out. As Mays trying to find an inside lane, she gets the ball slapped away, and it's a steal, but she steals it back and goes up, puts a shoulder into one of the Lady Cats, and just can't make it, but a good job by Kayla Rogers to put it back up.
I'll say, how many second chance opportunities they going to keep getting over there?
And just like that, we got a tie ball game here with 6:31 left in the first half. We want to thank you for watching. Go ahead and chat with us. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We'll chat back with you. There was a drive. That was Maz McDonald. She got foul on the way up. That's going to be a foul on number 13. I'm sure I'm going to butcher this. Is it Aliceria Smallwood? The other Smallwood. And that's going to put Maz McDonald to the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Cats.
I think the announcer said Alceria.
Alceria, okay.
I'll go with that too.
Okay. Well, somebody last week who was watching us, it was one of the Marshalls, sister for one of the Marshall players. She corrected me very nicely. And unfortunately, Maz missed both of those free throws, so a good foul for Smallwood, and Lufkin.
Surprised the jump ball wasn't called there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Maz tried to get a pass there, and a good job by Taylor Morris to track it down. India trying to direct traffic on her own, and it seems like a lot of miscommunication by the Lady Cats, which you don't see. Morris, little fadeaway jump shot from about free throw line, and little, ooh.
That's a jump ball.
Yeah, he's going to call a foul.
Really?
And that's going to be on Kerrigan Franklin Jackson, her first team foul. That's the first foul of the game for the Whitehouse Lady Cats.
I always thought when you covered the top and the bottom of the ball with both hands,
yeah,
it was jump ball.
I guess so. But not according to that referee. Pass to the outside, three-point shot, up, out, rebound, India. And now it's going to be a jump ball. And now that's going to be Lady Panther possession. So they'll take an inbound pass once again. Pass to the top of the key. Mays has it. It's going to be a good drive and in and out. But a good rebound and a good putback by Akira Smallwood.
I believe the foul too.
Did she get an and one?
Yep. Going on Taylor on that one.
Her first. Second team foul. First on Morris. So they capitalize. Akira Smallwood capitalizes on the foul, gets a three-point play, and Lufkin takes the lead, 14-13. Good defensive battle here in Whitehouse as these two major scoring teams held really low right now. I said before the game, as a shot goes up, and it's a three-pointer. Maz McDonald puts it in.
She was wide open in that corner over there, waiting.
There's a dump off by Mays, and a three-point shot goes in and out. India Williams with the rebound, and here come the Lady Cats. I was saying before, both teams around 53 points per game. I don't know if they're going to make it this time unless something happens. That one's going to go tipped, I believe. But a good rebound by Chloe Allen. They're going to call that a jump ball, and the Lady Cats will have that possession. A lot of physicality on this court, Jeremy, tonight.
They're finally starting to call a little few fouls. We'll say a few. We've seen a few.
Well, for the fact that the Lady Cats had their first two fouls in the entire game just this quarter, or period, excuse me. Got to get out of football mode. India has it. A good little pass inside, but a little bit high. And India is just going to pass it off again when she should have probably shot it. Mays has it. And she's just going to drive it down, little cross, and in. A good two-pointer there.
Too easy. Slice through it like butter down there.
Yeah, she did a nice little crossover and avoided a charge that time. She didn't try to go through Taylor Morris that time. And Morris puts it up, tries to draw the foul, unable to do so. And Chloe Allen just kind of gets thrown around a little bit underneath. Three-point shot up, little short. And once again, a rebound by Chloe Allen. And here come the Lady Cats. Just under 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Tie ball game here in Whitehouse. The Lady Cats trying to hold on to their undefeated season so far. The Lady Panthers trying to give them their first loss. Morris, shot off the back. It's going to be another three-point shot off the front. Rolls to the back. And Smallwood's going to try to get it. There's another shot, and a lot of pushing and shoving, not getting called.
Takes the ball away, man.
Wow.
Down there. Jeez.
And now you get to the point where you're seeing some players kind of limp around. They're kind of, this is where you get hurt in this type of
That's what I was
physicality.
saying. At some point, you got to call
just
something.
like that, and the foul gets called. And I'm talking about both teams. You got one of the players here, that's Aliceria Smallwood, who gets hurt. I didn't hear who that was. Did you?
It was on Alceria Smallwood on that one.
Was that Alceria?
Yeah, 13.
That's her second. It's a third team foul. And I believe Taylor is going to the line. That one's going to go in there. I love the coin sound from Mario Brothers. Morris ready to take her second. Puts it both in. So she's kind of getting her groove back a little bit. Pinner trying to bring it in. And travel on Chloe Armstead. And I don't know if she got help from one of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, but either way.
I don't think she anticipated on getting the ball where she was because she had two players on her.
Yeah.
So she kind of caught it and like off guard and walked, essentially.
Yeah, that was sort of a why are you giving me that type of situation. Morris with the ball. She's just going to drive it. Sometimes she just decides to take it on her own, and that's why that she puts two in.
I would say, do you blame her?
Nope. Oh, wide open player underneath. That's going to be number 15. Oh, and a block. How is that a foul?
That was nothing but ball.
That was of all the fouls all game long, and they called that one on India Williams. Her first foul, third team foul of the period, and it's going to put Mariah Mays. I mean, granted, Mariah Mays has been fouled a lot by India Williams this game, and I guess you're going to call that a makeup foul. But India just slapped that ball back at her.
Nothing but ball.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
And we saw that from here.
They're on the opposite end of the court.
We're on the opposite end of the court.
She makes both.
Makes both of those in. Lady Cats lead by 2. Just under 2 minutes left in the first half. After this ball game, don't forget to stick around for the boys game. It'll be on another stream, but you'll be able to go there. You're already on YouTube. Just look it up. Bring you that action. Good defense by Chastity McKelvey. She knocks it out of bounds, and the Whitehouse will have it. India Williams on the inbound pass. And a three-point shot. Morris, a little high on the glass.
Still almost made it, though.
Do anything. Almost did. Mariah Mays, I think, is just going to handle it. Tries to do a pop-out pass, 3-point too long. And I think it's going to be an over the back by Mays. And that's what it's going to be.
Yep, that is correct.
Her second. Fourth team foul. But yeah, you can't go through the person to try to get the ball, and Mays tried to do that.
I mean, you say that. We saw that a couple times last week, and it wasn't called.
Right.
Using them as a step stool just to go up and get it.
And so the Lady Cats are now in double bonus territory. The next foul put them on the line, and from the remainder of the quarter, they'll be shooting 2 every foul. And a pass out. Puts it up is McDonald and just wasn't able to make that happen. Ooh, a good crossover by Mallory Pinner. Just couldn't get it in there. And I don't have a 22.
Remember what I asked you before the game?
Yes, I got you. So number 22 comes in for the Lady Panthers. Here come India Williams. Morris has it, trying to find an opening. Still a lot of action. Good placement on that pass, and a really good job by Nevaeh Matlock. She just kind of stutter steps and comes around, makes that shot, and it's 22-18. That's going to be a shot by McKelvey, unable to get it in. And a good pass. Morris is going to take it in, rolls it off. A good layup. And that's the end of the first half as the Lady Cats go on a 6-0 run to make it 24-18. And we're going to go to halftime. We'll be right back. We'll have some, well, you got some stats you can probably give us. So, hey, we'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
We would like to thank Christine Vasquez, CPA, PLLC, the official accountant of NETSN.
Have you
We are back. Jeremy's going to give us some stats for the first half.
All right, I'll start with the Lufkin girls. I'm going to see if their stats line up with my stats. So Akira Smallwood leads Lufkin with 5 points. Right behind her is Mariah Mays with 4, but she leads them with rebounds. She's got 6 rebounds herself and 2 steals. And as for Whitehouse, leading in points is Taylor Morris, 16 points, has 1 rebound, 1 steal herself. But leading in rebounds is India Williams with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. and a partridge in a pear tree. But, man, kind of a tale of two different quarters, I would say, there to start this game, because it started off really slow, a really defensive battle. We finally started seeing some offense from both sides, but as you talked about right there before the end of the half, is Whitehouse going on the 6-0 run there to kind of separate themselves.
Yeah, they were well, and I also think they settled down a little bit. I think they came into what was going on, and everything was hyped up. This is a big game. It's a district game. They're undefeated. They're trying to keep that going. That's hard to do, and everybody's gunning for you. They want to be that first. They want to be that one that takes it away. And so I think that Whitehouse came into this and they were just a little too overhyped. Well, then you got on the flip side, you got the one that wants to do it. They want to bring the top one down. They want to play the king of the mountain, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they were hyped up. And so when you have two hyped up, then you have the referees not calling anything.
That's
so
the biggest
you're sitting
part.
there and you're sitting there and you're just throwing each other around, which literally they were doing. And you're knocking each other down and you're going around. And yeah, you can't do that. So in the second quarter, the refs started settling them down. Hey, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop doing that. And started making the calls. And I think when that happened, I think the girls finally figured out, hey, I've got backup here. Now I can start playing basketball instead of trying to defend myself from what's going on here. And so that's, I believe, what they did. And we're going to see a little bit more action. We're going to see a lot more of the shooting prowess on both teams. I think they're going to go into the half. They're going to have conversations. They're going to figure out the goods, the bads, the evils, what to knock out, what not to. And so I think we're going to see a great second half. I mean, we saw a great first half, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to be, I think the first half was sloppy. That's just my opinion. I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see a more polished, better second half from both teams.
And I think you're going to see a lot more movement because, I mean, we couldn't really hear Whitehouse's bench down there, but we heard Lufkin's here. There was just no movement on offense from Lufkin. And as what we saw from Whitehouse, too, there was not a lot of movement. And I think that's why you saw people trying to, make some plays, call some things out. But when you're standing there like you're in quicksand, I mean, it's kind of hard to have an offensive game that way.
Yeah, you can't. And you have players that know how to play the game, so they know, and they're not. I did not see them do that last time. Moving in and out of the lane is a great thing to do, and that's what they're usually good at. And I just didn't see that on either side. Now, I saw a lot of fast break on the Lufkin side, a lot of good passes down, and I think that's something that Whitehouse is going to have to address because they left a lot of people wide open down the court after a rebound. I think it's great that you're pushing your rebounds, but you also have to, once that rebound is gotten by the other team, you have to turn tail and run and get back and play defense. And I think they did not do that well enough in the first half. And I think Coach Leggett probably talked about that. Hey, girls, you got to get back. You got to play defense because you can't let them get behind you like that, because what's going to happen is they're going to eat you up the entire game in the second half.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I was going to say that's probably the main reason why I've seen Lufkin really stay in this game, because they'll fast break points. Like if we had I don't have a breakout of fast break points, but it's been several times where you've seen rebounds and then just thrown at the opposite end of the floor, and it's an easy bucket.
And honestly, I want to say, and I want to ask you this question because you're a basketball guy more so than I am, but I wonder if Whitehouse is going to stick to the man-to-man, or they're going to go to a zone a little bit on the defense to see if that stirs up a little bit of a different offensive measure for the Lufkin side.
I would not be surprised to see him switch it up a little bit, just because I feel like Lufkin try to find a little bit of offense there in that second quarter, and then you come out and you throw something completely different at them, and so it's going to throw them off again, which is what a Whitehouse could be thinking. So.
Well, yeah, and the reason I asked that is because I noticed there towards the end of the quarter, or the end of the half, a lot of things were opening up. A lot on that man-to-man. Lufkin was doing really good on their picks. They were doing really good
there was some
on
nice
finding some weak spots and a lot of open players. And so I'm wondering if on the Whitehouse side, if Coach Leggett and the coaching staff saw that and went, okay, maybe we need to go maybe to a 2-1-2, maybe do a 2-3, find something that will throw a little bit of a wrench in it and see what happens.
I'll just say this: if we're seeing that over here sitting at the table, they suck.
Oh yeah, because we're and we're not that good. So we're
there's a reason why we're broadcasting.
Yeah.
They're on the sideline coaching.
Yeah, there's a reason we don't coach. I won't even coach my own. I mean, I know they're going to want me to. I don't even want to coach little dribblers basketball type stuff because I'd be a Bobby Knight. I'd be throwing stuff on the court.
That would be me. I don't have the patience for that too.
I mean, like, that's a bad.
I was going to say, for any sport, though, the biggest thing for me, it's always fundamentals. If you can't get the fundamentals right, like it's frustrating to me.
Man.
That's why I don't even get into coaching, because it would not be a pretty sight.
I got a technical foul as a coach in church basketball. I just need to stay away from coaching anything nowadays. It's just how it is. Well, all right, they are counting it down. We're about to start the second half. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. And anxious to see what the defense for Lufkin's going to do, Jeremy. What kind of defense? I didn't really pay much attention. I don't think they were playing I think they were playing a little bit of a zone.
They were playing some zone. I think they mixed in some man, too. And you saw a little bit of press, though, too, when things started getting a little bit closer and they were trying to create something.
I think they stuck man on Taylor and then zoned everything else. I think they stuck Kayla Rogers and said, stick on Taylor. Everybody else play that zone.
Well, I think that's another reason why you saw 22 in the game, because I think it gave Rogers a little bit of a break.
Yeah. All right. The Lufkin Lady Panthers have the ball to start things off here in the second half. They're going to flop sides of the court, and here we go. A big half for both of these teams. And a good pass underneath, but a good block by India Williams. Says, not in my house.
A little Dikembe Mutombo over here.
And does it again.
Another one.
And good rebound in, gets it out to Williams, and now the Lady Cats are bringing it back down as India Williams made her presence known. And just then you saw India Williams back it up, and as that one went in by Katie. But I don't know if you just saw it, your head was down.
Yeah.
But she thought it was going to be taken, and India just turned, kind of sprinted backwards towards the back here to keep the coverage. So they did talk about that at half.
It was too easy of buckets to be just allowing free points like that.
Yeah. Another turnover by Lufkin, and here come Williams and the Lady Cats. Oh, and it's a steal. That's going to be brought down. Smallwood has it wide open, nothing in front of her, and layup is in there. That's one of those that you pray goes in because it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest shots to make because it's so easy to make.
Nobody's around.
Yeah. Passing it around, which they're very good at getting that pass. And Morris, just short, hits right at the front of the rim. And a good pass underneath, but Taylor Morris just yanks it out of Smallwood's hands, and there's another steal, and we're going back and forth. Mallory Pinner's just going to bring it down, stop at the free throw line, try to make a shot, and missed it, but rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Wildcats watch that one go in as Akira Smallwood makes the shot.
Yeah, I don't think Smallwood earlier anticipated Morris to get up like that.
Right. Shot underneath. Morris going to drive it in and unable to make it. Kind of rolls it on the glass. A little bit too much spin on her little underhanded flip. 2-point shot. Going to be short. And rebounded by India Williams. She better be careful. She's 3-on-1. And finds Williams. Shots Morris. Morris kind of knees. I think that was Smallwood in the head. And they get a jump ball. And the Lady Cats will have possession.
A jump ball. All right. The other one wasn't jump ball, but that one was jump ball.
I agree with that assessment. Now he's going to have a little conversation. We got some pushing, shoving, extracurriculars, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you don't take control of the game.
It is.
Oh, now we're going to call fouls.
And I don't think that coach is extremely happy about that. That's going to be on Smallwood, her third, which is why coach is mad.
Yeah.
What is it? Aliceria? I apologize. I am just butchering that name. I hate that.
I was trying to listen, but I don't think he said it again that time. I think he just called her Smallwood too.
Morris has it. And Coach Leggett called a play. Morris calling it as well. India fakes the shot, drives underneath, puts her shoulder in, and it's going to be a foul on Lufkin. It's going to be on number 12, Akira Smallwood. That's her first. It's going to be the second team foul. And that's going to put India Williams to the line, shooting 2.
See if India can get her some points here.
There it is. Yeah, she hadn't been on the board at all this game, has she?
No, she's doing all the dirty work. Rebounds, steals, blocks.
Taking the hits. And gets both of those free throws, so good job to make it where it counts. And fighting for the ball, and it's going to say it's off on Lufkin.
Yeah, O'Neal just lost it as she was coming down here. She played
Coach
great
Lamb
defense.
sorry about that. What?
No, you're good. I was going to say played great defense there by Maz. She was all over.
Coach Lamb not happy with the no calls by the referees. And stolen. A great job by Akira Smallwood. Steals it, shoots the 3 off the edge. And a rebound by India Williams, and the Lady Cats bring it down. Katie has it.
Definitely jumping these passing lanes.
But you better be careful. Jumping them is great right now as India Williams takes it underneath for 2, and now she's getting her rhythm. But jumping them is great right now until the Lady Cats figure it out and start faking you out, and then they'll eat you up. Good defense by Morris, but leaves a wide open player at the top, and just short, and it's going to go out of bounds. 3:49 left in the third period. It looks like Malaya Holmes is going to come in. That's going to bring out O'Neal. O'Neal's going to take a break for the Lady Panthers. Morris giving the play to her teammates. Takes it to the right side. Finds Katie. Now Morris with the 3. In and out, but a good rebound maybe. Katie has it. Gets it back out to Morris. And Morris just going to drive it and just doesn't get it. But again, another rebound by the Lady Cats.
Another chance.
And India Williams, and that's going to be, Williams missed it. Chloe Allen tried to get it and tried not to get called for an over the back, but she does, and that's the first team foul. First personal foul for Chloe Allen.
I think she was kind of in no man's land on that one.
Yeah, she kind of hugged. She tried not to. She tried to pull her back up. A good steal. Morris just reached her hand in there and knocked it away. And Franklin Jackson has it. Finds Allen underneath, and I think it bounced off her hands out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover.
Yeah, she couldn't handle it like a hot potato down there.
Yeah. Good little pass, but I think one of the Lufkin players put her hands up in the air. She may have lost track of it as it came across. And a good pass underneath is found, and a great job as Kayla Rogers puts it in. Assisted by Akira Smallwood.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to see that backdoor cut. But she was there.
The Lady Cats with a 6-point lead. Morris just going to take it in, and once again is short. Nothing's falling right now, and a great pass and catch, but just did not go in. As Chastity McKelvey just looked like a football pass there, and number 12, Kira Smallwood's going to get her second foul. It's going to be the third team foul. That's going to put Chloe Allen to the line shooting 2. And Mays and Mariah Mays and Chloe Armstead coming in.
I was wondering when we were going to see Mays. She's been kind of there do it all that whole first half.
Yeah, Kayla Rogers and Kira Smallwood coming to take a break. And Allen made both of those.
No, she made one.
Oh, did she make one? I apologize. I thought she made both. I guess I should have listened for the little ding.
The coin.
And Williams needs to be careful on that one. That one is one of those that if you come the wrong way, you get a foul called on you.
Easy foul.
There's Mays. And in a good position for a rebound is Maz McDonald, and she does. India Williams is going to bring it down. One thing that Mays puts on there is the aggressiveness underneath the basket. Makes it a little bit of a different ball game for the Lady Cats offensively. And a good steal. Maz McDonald with the steal. Gets it to Katie. India Williams is going to drive it, put it in for 2. So McDonald makes a fantastic steal, and here we go.
Got
what we talked. Oh, and it's slapped in her face as India Williams just puts that ball backwards as Mallory Pinner tries to put it in.
She keeps this up. She's going to be going for a triple-double over here.
I know, right?
In blocks.
Just under a minute left. And India Williams with the 2 off the glass. And the Lady Cats moving a little bit away. Finding a little bit of a rhythm here. Pinner passing it off. Mays lost a little bit of control. But good defense by the Lady Cats. Armstead trying to find a lane. Pulls up, shoots. A little bit high off the glass. And it's going to be off of, they said Malaya Holmes was the last to touch it. Excuse me. And the Lady Cats will have it. 23 seconds left.
Say about 3 players fighting for the rebound on that one. Hold it for the last shot here.
Yeah, it's probably what they're going to do. Oh, a little bit of a give and go as Taylor Morris passes into India Williams, and Williams just puts it right back to Morris, and there's going to be an out-of-bounds play on the inbound pass as Malaya Holmes could not hold on to it. And Whitehouse will have the ball back on their side of the court. Pass to the top of the key. Maz McDonald has it. 3-point shot by Morris in there, right at the buzzer. Wow. Beautiful play by Taylor Morris. And the Lady Cats decided to come alive in the third. 40-24. We'll be right back. You're watching Tuesday Night Basketball on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back for the final quarter of this ball game. The Lady Cats came alive and got up to 40-24.
You ready for this? They only allowed Lufkin to score 6 points.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How many points they got in that
16
third period
for Whitehouse, 6 for Lufkin.
Wow. That one was going to be blocked on the inbound pass, but a good job by Mays to go get it. And a great job. That was Jaslyn O'Neal that just took it in. And the Lady Cats, what they don't need to do is slow things down, really.
No, I don't need to get comfortable here.
You don't need to let Lufkin come back into India Williams. Williams finds position, pulls the foul. That's going to be on number 15, McKelvey. That's her first of the game, which is surprising. Usually when you have players like that are underneath, your underneath players are the ones who get all the fouls.
You would think.
But McKelvey just gets her first foul.
But they've done a great job about rotating, too. But I was going to say, but that goes back to early on when they weren't calling any fouls.
Right. And India Williams makes the first of 2 as she goes to the line. And makes both. So here comes, oh, it's stolen. Once again, that's Maz. Morris has it. She's going to pull the foul as she goes. That's going to be, looks like Malaya Holmes is going to get her second foul. We'll wait for the confirmation. But that was the only one around her. Yep, that's her second team foul. And I have a feeling that Lufkin is going to get fouls really quick in this fourth period, excuse me, as Taylor Morris heads to the line. And what is she on free throws?
She's only missed that first free throw.
Yeah, I was going to say, she
was going
one.
For that and one. Everything else she's hit. That was like the other night. We had the girl from Martinsville was 13 of 13. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, she missed that one. We jinxed her. And India Williams rebounds it, takes it up, gets the 2. India's on fire this second half. Number 22 for the Panthers shoots it up and in and out, but an over-the-back rebound. But she's going to get fouled. That's Mays. Mariah Mays gets away with a foul, but she gets one herself. And Maz McDonald gets her first personal second team foul of, second team foul, right? Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. That's their first team foul.
Their first?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Whitehouse's first team foul of this period.
Yeah, because they had 3 in the first.
Yes. And Mays is going to make that one.
I just had to flip back over.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was confused there for a minute. Which is not unusual for me.
Happens to all of us. Especially in basketball, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, especially with the speed of these two teams. Taylor Morris with the ball. Morris is just going to drive and off the top of the glass, a little short. And there's that fast break again. As Armstead tries to get it, the pass was a little short and tries to get steals. Katie unable to do so, and over the basket and through the woods as India Williams goes, and she loses the ball. And here come the Lady Panthers. That's going to be a three-point shot in there. Jaslyn O'Neal with the 3.
Like you said, though, you don't want to slow it down and let them get back in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of time on the clock. And Lufkin has 4 timeouts left. Whitehouse has 5. India Williams underneath. That battle underneath between Chastity and India is something to watch. India trying to gain position. She gets it up at the top of the key. 3-point shot. A little bit behind. Comes up, follows it, gets the rebound. Taylor finds underneath. And that's going to be Chloe Allen just wide open underneath with the 2. Number 22 gets it stolen. That's going to be Maz McDonald. Knocks it out of bounds. I think she's going to get a foul called on her. And I'm not sure what that was. Looks like she cleanly knocked it out of the hands, but I wasn't behind her.
This is exactly what you don't want to do in a game, is not call anything in the first half, and now we're going to call everything.
Yeah, Kerrigan Franklin Jackson is in for Maz McDonald. McDonald goes and sits down. Mays with a good pass to the outside. Good defense by the Lady Cats, keeping them all at bay. Don't want to foul them too much. 22 is a good ball handler. Mays shoving her way in. Good position. And a rebound by the Lady Cats as Taylor Morris takes it down. And foul on Kayla Rogers. That's her first. Third team foul.
Yeah, she just came flying into that bucket down there.
Yeah, Franklin Jackson will go to the line. She tried to go that baseline route, but Rogers said no.
Baseline's a tough call under there, though.
Yeah. She makes the first of two. As the Lady Cats keep trying to extend that lead, regain that separation. Misses the second one. Mays makes a good rebound and brings it back. Has a player underneath her. Good job. And once again, Akira Smallwood makes her place underneath the basket. And they just keep sneaking in behind there.
Yeah, she's been making a living under there. That's her 10th point underneath the bucket there.
India Williams makes a good little pick, allowing Morris to go underneath and draws the foul. And I'm not sure who it was on.
I want to say it's on zero again, but we'll see.
It was. That's O'Neal's third. It'll be the fourth team foul. And just like that, you're going to put Whitehouse in the bonus for the remainder of the ball game as Morris makes their first of two. And that's 2 of 2. So 50-33 is the score. And Mays with a three-point shot. She puts it in there.
She felt that one.
Yeah, she felt it all the way. She was like, I'm just going to do this all by myself. And did a great job. Katie has the ball at the top of the key. Morris. Lady Cats not really trying to play keep away, but just trying to find a good play that gets them something underneath that doesn't happen to. And they're going to say it's out of bounds on Kayla Rogers.
Yeah, they shoot deflected it right off of it. So they're trying to go into India Williams with that one.
Williams on the inbound pass. Gets it to Katie. And a good little jump shot there, three-point shot. And a rebound trying to get by Chloe Allen. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lady Panthers, or the Wildcats. Excuse me, the Lady Cats will have it on an inbound pass. Selena Katie will throw it in. Gets it underneath to Williams. Williams just, I think, a little bit further from the goal than she thought she was. Three-point shot at the front of the rim. Rebounded. Selena Katie, she's going to take it down the court. She's going to pull up short. And I think a foul is going to be called, or a timeout?
Timeout.
Timeout call, okay. Waiting to see if it's a full timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. Let's wait till it's officially called here. Yep, full timeout. So that's a full timeout. We're going to take a full timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Coming out of the timeout, 3:23 left in the ball game. Lady Cats lead. Excuse me. They have the ball in the inbound. And it's going to be a steal by Mays. She's going to have it. Oh, lost control. She's going to try to take it back up. And a foul's going to be called on Kerrigan Franklin Jackson. That'll be her second foul. Third team foul.
Not a bad foul, though. If that was any kind of foul, make her earn it.
Mays going to the line. Yep.
Only thing is, Mays is 4 for 4.
Right. Mays a solid player for Lufkin. Got those two. And the press is on by Lufkin, trying to eat into that Lady Cat lead. And Katie, Selena Katie said, nope, I'm just going to take it all the way.
She said, I'll do this one right at the baseline.
Yep. Number 22 for Lufkin has the ball. Gives it up. Oh, tries to get it underneath, and a good steal. That was going to be by Franklin Jackson on the steal, and a good job. And now with just over 2.5 minutes left, everything's going to have to be strategic by both teams. On a big, wide lane that got closed up quickly by Mariah Mays.
Yeah, I think Whitehouse is trying to spread them out a little bit right now.
And Williams just takes it all the way in. When you're going to give her that big of a lane to drive in, and here it is again. They're going to get a, what I used to call a snowbird. I don't know if they still call them that.
It's still called snowbird.
That's going to be a foul on, I don't know who that was on.
I think it was on Maz.
Maz McDonald, that's her third. 14 foul, now both teams in the bonus. It's going to be on Akira Smallwood is to the line. She was the one who makes the fast break. And it's not really a snowbird. Snowbird's the one who just comes down here and just sits here. She just took the fast break behind the defense.
Which, I mean, kudos to Lufkin. That's some easy buckets if you can get it to work multiple times. Got another timeout here.
And a timeout on, was that Lufkin or Whitehouse?
I want to say Whitehouse on that one.
Let's see. Well, it's going to be a minute timeout, whatever it is. So,
yeah.
Because it's that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. And we are back. That was a timeout, a full timeout on Lufkin. Trying to set our timeouts here.
Little trap over there.
Coach Lamb pleading the case. So is Coach Leggett. Oh, Coach Leggett called the timeout. So that's going to be a timeout for Whitehouse.
All right. Timeout after timeout.
That'll be a 30-second timeout. That'll be their first timeout of the game. And, Jeremy, we got a good one here as Lufkin is not giving up, which I love to see.
I mean, they're not going to make it easy, but like you talked about earlier, though, like Whitehouse does not need to let off the gas, slow it down a little bit. But I think they kind of were spreading the defense out, but I think they're also allowing the lane to open up. And if it's there, like India did earlier, drive it in, take an easy bucket.
Right. So the Lady Cats
slowing it down.
Yeah. Lady Cats will have the ball on the inbound pass. So we'll see how things go. Good job to throw it back behind midcourt. And of course they're going to double team, and they're not going to call any fouls right now. Minute 42. And there it is. I think they were waiting on it. Mays and who are they going to call that on? Mays? Yeah.
Yeah, Mays.
That's her third. Both Mays and Smallwood were like, dude, call the foul. Would you just hurry up and do this? So somebody call it. And I don't know, of all the people to foul, Taylor Morris is not the one you want to put on the line. And she's only missed 2 out of how many?
This will be her 9th free throw now.
Yeah. So that makes her an 80% free throw shooter
easy
this
math
game.
There.
Yep. See, math is hard unless you try to the easy one. Oh, good little break there. And a good steal. Morris bringing it down. And that was Franklin Jackson who knocked the ball out of Smallwood's hands for the steal for the Lady Cats. Good pass out by Maz McDonald. And now with just a little over a minute left, now the Lady Cats are going to play a little bit of a keep-away game here. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Mays. And the Lady Cats have the ball just under a minute left. Now this is where you play the keep-away game.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like it, but this is when you do it.
That's what I mean by spreading the team out. Play a little ISO ball, then just you got to pass out of these traps, though, because that's what they're trying to do, force a turnover.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, they're just passing around. They're not even trying. I mean, Maz was wide open. That's going to get blocked out. And that's all they were trying to do is just pass it around until I guess somebody broke on it a little fast. And that was a toss-up by Kayla Rogers. It's going to go out of bounds on the Lady Cats, so Lufkin will have the ball. 26 seconds left in the ball game.
Yeah, Maz couldn't get a clean rebound there. Went off of her leg.
And Chastity McKelvey has it. That's going to be a shot and right into the hands of Katie. India Williams is going to bring it down slowly. 10 seconds. And I think they're just going to, like I said, pass it around. And that's going to be the ball game.
There it is.
Taylor Morris had it at the end. 56-40 is the final here at Whitehouse as the Lady Cats extend their undefeated season 20 to 20-0.
There you go.
That's a heck. Sorry, a little tongue-tied. Tongue-tied? Sorry. Tongue-tied. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, they extended to 20-0 for the season. So good job by the Lady Cats. We're excited for them. So tell you what, go ahead and we're gonna end this stream and take a little short break, probably about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're gonna open up the stream for the boys game. So get out of this one, go to that one, and we'll be back there in just a minute for the Wildcats and the Panthers. Thank you for watching. We'll be back.